Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm excited to be here with you this morning. It is Monday, April 13. It's been a magic day in my mind for quite a while because supposedly sometime this week most of the non-orderable stuff and the back-ordered stuff is going to be available again, and that is so amazing. It's a magic day I've had in my mind it's been a couple months already for some of the things. And also, it's one of my customers' birthdays today. Shout out to Sharon, happy birthday. So I am here today, and I feel like I'm gonna need water, and I didn't bring any to the table. So while people are getting on, I'm gonna go grab my water really quick. So sorry, just a sec. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. So I can see that Carrie's watching. Hi, Carrie, but I don't see any comments yet. Sometimes that happens, but make sure that you let me know when you're on and say hello. I love that, of course. Excuse me. Never fails. As soon as I take a drink, it makes me cough. So silly. And my glasses are being really weird. I thought I cleaned them already this morning. A little high maintenance, I guess. So sorry. So is it just going to be you two girls and me? And I can't see your comments. You're probably saying hi and I can't see it. Let me see. Not just because my glasses are off. Oh, good. Nancy said good morning. And Dina's here. I don't know why there's such a delay for getting your good mornings coming across. I'm so happy that you're here. So I'm going to be using the Ornate Garden again. I took someone's suggestion, which the suggestion was just Daisies. And then when I asked her about it, I think she was referring to the designer paper from the Ornate Garden Suite that had all the daisies in it. So that's sort of my theme. So a couple of things have changed on my calendar already, if you can believe it. One of it was kind of my fault, and well, yeah, it was my fault. I didn't get stuff to the mail quickly enough. 2 days in a row, I went to take my mail to the post office, of course, last minute. But the second day, I had like an extra half hour before they were supposed to close, and they closed a half hour early. So I'm sitting at the light by the closest, well, it's not the closest mailbox to me that was picking up that day. Sitting at the light across the intersection from the mail truck that I'm like, I hope you're going back to where I'm dropping this off to. He wasn't. He left already. So I'm just like, okay, well, I will go to the office. No, the office is closed. And right now, that's the only thing it's actually in a little strip mall that's right by me. It's the only thing that's open in the mall right now. They made everything else closed there. But then they just decided that they could close early when they wanted to. Both days. I was there in time and they closed. Anyway, so thanks for sharing already, Dina. I appreciate it. So my club next week that I was supposed to get my make and take packets out for, we pushed it off a week. So now my crafting night that I had planned for the following week is already going to be messed up. Anyway, I'm going to have to mention it online. We'll see what I do. I changed it, but then I realized that it's not such a good idea because this week it's on Thursday. Yeah, because I was planning to have my club tomorrow, so I couldn't do it tomorrow. And so then we're doing it next Tuesday. And then, yeah, it's just the post office. It's like Wyoming's post office, period. That's what it is. It's not an extra post office. It is Wyoming's post office. And that was the only thing that was open. They changed it so that you can only go in the back door, trying to avoid people from loitering and whatever, to make it less likely. And yeah, it would, oh, anyway. So I have some changes already. So, okay, so I'm going to, and I'm going to do names right away. And I keep forgetting to post them. I didn't even post them in my, in the top part of when I edit my video. I forgot to post those last time. And I can see Marsha was on here. I thought I saw Marsha come on. I see Marilyn on. Marsha was one that won last Friday. And who was the other person? Oh, Penny was another one that had won. So I forgot to totally post that anywhere. And then I keep forgetting to post the separate post. So we'll see if I can remember that today. But I'm also going to draw names for whatever. Okay, so before I do that, and while my computer's coming up in front of me, just a sec, I got him. Sorry, unnecessary close-up. I needed to put in my password. Oh, it's ready. All right. Since it's ready, I'm changing gears again. Okay, so I have all my names loaded up, and I'm going to click Start to draw my first name from Friday's Live. Who is it? Oh, it froze. Oh, no. Just a sec. Oh, Marilyn won. Yay! And she's even on here. Okay, congratulations, Marilyn. We're going to pick another name and start. Now I just have to remember to make a separate post so that everybody knows. And that one, yay! Okay, so these are for my, she said she hasn't ever won. I feel like she has, but I don't know. But so you both won one of the cards from Friday, so congratulations! Okay, so today I'm doing Daisies, and I'm using part of the Ornate Garden Suite, which is also going to be part of my product-based class that I have planned for the end of the month. And I think I'm going to have to get stuff out even sooner than what I said, because I think mail's been late. So anyway, so the stamp set that I'm using is, this is Ornate Thanks. It's from the new suite. Here are some samples that's in the flyer with everything here. And then the designer paper, I'm just going to show you, is here. Kind of hard to see, but I showed, yes, you did. You won. So I'm just showing you the designer paper on here. You can go back and watch the very first Ornate, I think it was April 1, was the first one that I showed, the Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Paper is what this is. So I'm not going through and showing every single piece this time. So I'm just going to show you what I'm using today. And maybe I'll look up the Stampin' Up! Video for the suite also and put it on with my close-ups tomorrow, on my blog anyway. Okay, so I'm going to put you down to do my stamping. Remember, if you share, you make me happy, you help my business, hopefully you make others happy, and you get entered into my drawing that I've been doing on each live for the past one that I did. You get entered into my drawing for the projects that I make on my live. So So share my video, that would be lovely. Thank you so much. If you have questions and comments while I'm stamping, please make sure that you ask them still, even though I can't see them while I'm stamping, because I always go back and answer them. Okay, so I'm doing my thing. I'm backwardsing you, and now I'm putting you upside down. Okay, so here is my workspace. So the stamp set, you can't even see, the Ornate Thanks is photopolymer. The one with the flowers in this suite is actually the cling, the red rubber. So they have both kinds. So what I am doing here, so here is the piece of the Daisy paper, the Ornate Garden Specialty paper. It's specialty because there are some pieces, I don't know if you can see it, there's gold metallic is for some of them on the back. Well, that could be the front, I don't know, but on this card, it's the back. I'm putting it down. So I already, well, I'm going to put these on here, and then I'll show you the detail on the edge of this old olive that I did. So I just have a normal card, cut and scored. Which way does it need to go? This way, I think. Normal card, cut and scored. I like doing it the long way. So that means, the long way for me means cut at 4 1/4 and scored at 5 1/2. So this is Old Olive. That's one of the coordinating colors in this suite. So I'm going to put this on here. Okay, so I made sure that there was a little bit of a difference between the edge of this and the designer paper. So can you see this detail here? This is, let me see if I can pull it. So these are the Ornate Thanks dies, or they're actually called borders. And I used this skinny little border on this piece and put it actually on top of my white, because do you remember me telling you these two pieces, this one and this one, they are longer than our current die cutting machine that's not in the catalog is wide, and so you can't put it on a card piece and have it go through the machine. I tried last night. I tried angling it and getting it on the edge, and I caused problems. Just a sec. I dropped something that I don't want to forget. No, I can't find it. I feel like I dropped one of my dies. Oh, there it is. I know if I would leave that, I would forget it, and then it would be lost forever. Anyway, so I needed to do this on a piece that I could put on here. You can't run this through the edge. I tried having it go through. I like angled it, trying to go through, and I chewed up here because I couldn't get it on there far enough so that I could stop it soon enough. Anyway, so it's just a layer on top here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, we actually have two different stamp sets that have daisies in them. This is not the one that I used. Just a sec. Okay, so this is the older one. This is called Daisy Delight, and this one only coordinates size-wise with the bigger of the daisy punches that we have. And I liked that particular stamp better than in Daisy Lane. So I'm using this daisy stamp on here. This is Crushed Curry. Crushed Curry is not actually one of the colors in the suite. One of the colors is actually a preview of a new in color. It's called, what was it called again? Bumblebee. So, preview right there. I haven't seen it. I've just seen the name. And it's in this designer paper. Okay, so I'm using this is the full-size daisy punch, and I didn't do it well. There's a corner here that's in the way. So I'm using my full-size daisy punch to punch out. Can you see that flower? And then the other one. Oh, and I forgot to look for my, I did it again. I didn't pay attention. Okay, so when you're stamping this daisy, it helps if you do it straight on your cardstock, so you can come straight in because of how this punch is. And I didn't pay attention or remember that. I haven't used this big one in a long time. Okay, I don't know where my bone folder went, so I'm using my paper piercing tool for this time. And I'm just going around and rounding my daisy a little bit. This daisy looks better when you use two of them rather than just one. Just the single daisy, it just isn't full enough. So I always use two for this. So I'm going to put my daisy together here with tear and tape. I decided to use tear and tape instead of mini glue dots because sometimes the mini glue dots are so small that the top layer can just spin instead of stay. So this is bigger. So I'm going to peel one of these off now and put that one on top here. So I just, I forgot, offset. There was a word I was looking for and I couldn't figure it out. I offset it, so then now I have a fuller daisy. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. I also used a stitched square die. I'll show you. It's from Stitched Shapes. I have it on my magnet sheet here. And all that I'm going to do here is I'm using my thanks from the Ornate Thanks in crushed curry. Oh, yellow's not a good choice for camera. All right, so I'm all done with that. And then I'm using early espresso. So this one that I'm using is just my friend. So it says, thanks, my friend. All right, I want to see if it's on there. That doesn't help. All right. Now, I'm not going to put dimensionals on this. I'm just going to put it down. So I'm going to put this on my card. And I'm going to peel this backing off of the back of my daisy now. Put it right there. There's my card so far. And then the last thing that I'm going to do, I already did this a little bit, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so I have these gold faceted gems, and can you see one is darker here? I used my bronze Stamp and Blend on here. You can use them on here. They do chew up the end, but you can use your blends on here. They will stay on this plastic surface. And I wanted it to have the gold tint to it a little bit. I had to make sure I had the backing off. But I wanted it to be brown like a Black-Eyed Susan kind of is a little bit. Oh, it's not quite as dark as I wanted it, but this will work. So here's my card. Isn't that cute? Okay, Next one. So this time I'm using this Daisy designer paper from the pack. And I have it in, I'm going to mount it on a piece of white cardstock that's just bigger than it, 1/8 of an inch bigger as far as measurements go. And I'm going to put it on this. I have these cut the same way. It's the long way again. And I'm going to put this right at the bottom. Make sure I have a good border all the way around. Alright, so here's the start of my card. This is Terracotta Tile. This is also in this group. It's one of the, currently it's a newer in color, but it's about to be a veteran, because when the new catalog comes out, we will have another set of in colors, so this will be the older set. The ones that are leaving are Blueberry Bushel, what's that? Color Me Clover, Pineapple Punch, Grapefruit Grove, and Lovely Lipstick. All right, now this is it's called the medium Daisy Punch, but it's small, if you ask me. I mean, it's not tiny, but, so again, I like the 2 daisies to make a fuller, and still don't know where my bone folder is. Actually, I know where one of them is. Another one is safely in. I decided that I need to be using something that I use all the time. One of the things that we demonstrators got when we went to Stampin' Up's 30-year anniversary on stage down in Orlando was we got this cool toolkit, and I haven't ever used it. And I decided, you know what? Maybe I need to pull out my toolkit and put in the things that I use all the time. And so it's in there, and now I don't know where the toolkit is. Oh man, that's so like me. I still have my messes. Okay, so I put the tear and tape on the back just like I did the other ones. And I'm going to put them together. If you ever have too big of a piece of tear tape, that's fine. You can put it down and then fold it back on itself. Like I was just pushing this edge that was too big here. Okay, so I'm going to put one right here in the middle. And then I have 2 more that are ready right here. So I'm going to put a border of these. I love white daisies. I mean, I love lots of daisies, but I don't know, I love them when they grow wild. I love the Gerber ones that are bright colors. So I'm kind of trying to, can't quite get this. I kind of wanted the middle one to be on top. Okay. So here's my, isn't that cute having the daisies be the border of this bright, colorful, just the white daisies. Okay, so I'm going to do my stamping first, and then I'm going to do the centers. So now I'm using the full thank you from the Ornate Thanks. I'm going to pull it down a little bit. So this says thank you, and this one is a long one. I love this combination of scripts, or fonts, I guess. 1 script, 2 fonts. Okay, this one says, from the bottom of my heart. You can't really see that. It's such a tiny font. Okay, so now the centers for these, what I'm doing is the Perennial Essence Floral Centers is what it's called. But you could use whatever you want. I thought about coloring some more more centers, or there's I also thought, because these are the in colors, we have a specific set of I'll say embellishments. They're kind of jewels, but they're not. They're like flat finished. They're not sparkly sort of jewels that are in the in colors. And here it is. Haha. Okay, so that's all the stamping I had for you, so I'm going to bring you up. So I'm going to upside down you, backwards you, and here I am. Okay, the punch doesn't come in the suite. No, it does not. Both punches have been out longer than, well, they've been in the catalog already, and the suite has, there's the designer paper that I showed you, 2 different sets of dies, which I'll show you both of them. I have both of them right here. If you look in the second video that I did on the Ornate Suite, so I think it would have been a week ago Friday, not this past Friday, but the week before, I showed all the shapes of the dies that are in it. Like, here's one of the dies. So there's 2 sets of dies. One is borders, that goes with the thanks, and one is layers. There's one more layer here that I'm missing. It's a long one. I think they made these more in relation to European cards. They're longer and skinnier. They're not quite, some of them aren't quite the size that I would prefer for my cards. But anyway, but I like them. So there's that. Other things in the suite are the ribbon pack, the gilded gems, oh, an embossing folder. I love the embossing folder. And so that's it besides the dies. So no, the punches are not part of that. Tool seems to work. Which tool? I don't know which tool you mean. I don't know. Sorry, Dean, I don't know how to answer that. Okay, so I'm going to show you my cards because they show it better here. So here is my first one. It's kind of washed out. I'm trying to get it so that it's not so washed out. So here's one of them. And then here, this one was really hard to see. Here's my other one. So this looks a lot more washed out on camera than it is in person. Because you know how crushed curry is, and this looks like almost like daffodil delight with as light as it is. Piercing tool. Oh yeah, you can use. Gotcha. Thanks. Yeah, you can use anything. You can even use your fingers to curl the petals if you want to. You don't have to have the bone folder. Thanks. I'm glad you like the daisies. It was the bone folder. Thank you for your help interpreting Dina's question or comment. So those are my cards. That's it. Yeah, you can use a pen, your finger, bone folder. The bone folder just seems like you can break the fibers a little bit better so that you can get it rounded just the way you want it. So let's see. 2 beauties. Thank you. Yeah, the designer paper is very busy. I like it in small pieces. I don't like just a great big piece of the designer paper. But I've been loving it on the way that I have been able to use it. So this suite, as I mentioned, my timing's bad. A week and a half ago when I first did this. This suite is a early release. I couldn't think of it. It's early. Yeah, it is cheerful and spring. It's an early release. So we have a new suite from the new catalog that will be coming out. So it's available now. I'm doing a class at the, well, it's going to be a virtual class, and the plan is to do it on May 5, but you're going to be needing to order or at least sign up for the class. You can use your own stamps if you want to. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I haven't met you yet, but I'm glad that you have a sweater just like me. This is my favorite one right now. It's actually kind of thin, and I get hot sometimes. And I love this color. This would be like Blackberry Bliss. It's I always say that I'm a rich razzleberry girl, but I really like Blackberry Bliss too. So anyway, so you can find my events on my website. You can go to dazzlebystamping.com and click events, and you can see all my classes that are there. I have a lot on my calendar right now because during our shelter at home thing, I made the commitment that I'm going to try at least. I think I'm going to have to take a break at some point. I'm going to try to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday Facebook Live every week. So we all need a break from just the worry, I guess, of what's going on in our everyday lives, and break up the monotony of being home and whatever. And so I just want to be here and craft with you guys. So so those are all on there. Once a week I'm having a virtual crafting night. It's something that, even if you're not crafting, if you just want to come and chat with somebody, we do it in a Zoom meeting. So you'll need a link. If you're on Facebook with me, are friends with me, I can send you an invitation to it. And the link is right in there. You can click the link that's right in the description of the event. If you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, I can always send you the link, but you'll have to ask me for it. But it's a fun time. We, for a while, it's kind of loud and busy and everybody's gabbing and whatever, but people can get together from all over and craft or just visit or whatever you want to do. It's good to get together. So even if it has to be virtually. So that's all that I have for you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me today. It makes me happy. Share my video and you'll be entered into my drawing for the 2 cards that I made today. And I will draw them on Wednesday at my next live. So have a wonderful day and thank you so much. Bye.